What's up, Breaker Army? Welcome back to another collector's perspective and discussion video. Today is going to be very special. The reason being is Konami finally gave us a gift. Some of you might wonder, what could this gift be? Did they finally decide to cool it on the reprints? Are they giving us the most amazing cards? Are they gifting us every single Dark Magician girl your hearts could desire?
Nope.
Not exactly.
You've got to be kidding me.
But something they have decided to gift us is a ultimate rare Blue Eyes White Dragon in the TCG. Now, some of you might say, oh, but CardBreaker, we already have this that came from the structure decks. Yes, you're right, but it is the tablet/globe artwork that a lot of people really don't like. For some reason, Konami decides to print it in every single rarity that they possibly can, and the community just doesn't like it. What they've done, they finally decided to give us the starter deck Kaiba artwork, the original OG anime artwork, the one that everybody loves. Everybody's been asking for such a long time. And what's even crazier, that actual artwork was printed as an ultimate rare all the way back in, I believe, 2001 when it came out in Spell of Mask. So we're coming up on the 24th anniversary. It's kind of strange they're doing it now. You would think they maybe wait till like the 25th anniversary. But with everything that's going on with Blue Eyes right now, it kind of makes sense, especially when you look at some of the recent OTS leaks for OTS 27. We're going to take a look at all this stuff here right now. I do want to show you guys quickly what the original Ultimate Rare looks like. For those of you that missed the recent PSA submission that Mark actually did, we actually graded one of these for him. So this is my personal copy. This is what the original OCG Ultimate Rare looks like. I'm going to pop up a video on the screen so you guys can see that I took of this personal copy. Beautiful card. One of the most highly sought after cards that are in existence for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like, it's not crazy rare, but it's still expensive. Like a mint raw copy is like $800 to $1,000. But we're going to dive into some of those cards like I was talking about for the upcoming OTS packs. A few things I want to take a look at first. So this is the original Spell of Mask set that came out back in 2001. What was it? April 19th, 2001. So we're actually almost at the 24th anniversary of Spell of Mask. Again, kind of a weird number. Don't know why it's special now, but hey, I'm not complaining. So just to show you guys what I'm talking about, if you scroll down here, you can see Blue Eyes White Dragon SM51 Ultimate Rare. Beautiful card. You guys saw it on the screen. I popped up the video so you guys could take a look at that. So that's where the set came out. That's where the card came out, was the original Spell of Mask set. So going into OTS 27. So OTS 27 is the official tournament store. It's the like OTS official tournament store packs essentially that you get for entering tournaments. So Konami does stuff every single tournament series where they have some applicable cards that are relevant to the current meta. Sometimes it's even like classic vintage stuff. Like they gave us the ultimate rare, I guess you could say, of Exodia the Forbidden One that really was kind of lackluster. So where I'm going to dive into this video is like, how good could this ultimate rare look? But we're going to save that for just a second. So going into the OTS 27 leaks. So this, we see Sage of Blue, Sage of Blue Eyes, Sage of Blue Eyes, Sage of something. And then we've got the Silhouette Rabbit, and then this is, I think, Dark Fusion, if I'm not mistaken. These are in different languages, but I'm pretty sure that, no, this is Sage of Eyes of Blue. That's what it is. Took me a second. I don't really play Blue Eyes decks, but I know this card is Sage of something Blue Eyes related. So it's actually really cool because I know this card has been really expensive. Anytime I've ever come across it in collections, it's always popped up as pretty playable. Obviously, it's I'm fairly mistaken, it's a must for the deck. So it's really cool that they're actually printing this as an ultimate rare because they're really pushing for Blue Eyes to be relevant in the meta. So that's why they're coming out with the Blue Eyes in the next OTS one. So going over to our good friend Yu-Gi-Oh! News, you can see here they do have Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG OTS 28. So this is coming out in June 18th. Crazy that it's that far away. You know, pretty much, what is June, 4 months away from now almost. That I'm recording this at the end of February. That is crazy that they're already teasing this, but it kind of makes sense to kind of keep the hype going around with Blue Eyes. So you almost wonder like what they're going to come out with between now and then. That's a lot of room to fill. Like we've got the Maze of the Master that's coming out in April. We've got Quarter Century Stampede, I believe that's, or excuse me, Maze of the Master is in March, Stampede's in April, and then I think Alliance Insight is in May. So maybe this is just their way to kind of keep the train rolling, keep people's interest there. But the community has been loving this. There's quite a few people actually shout out to Red Eyes Reed, my guy Brock. He actually is saying, you know, it's not going to look as good as the SM51. I have high hopes for it, but low expectations. And again, the reason for that is the Exodia printing that they recently gave us. It was like OTS 24 or something like that. Whenever around the time Infinite Forbidden came out last year, they gave us the Exodia head as an ultimate rare. It's like a $10 ultimate rare. It's pretty cheap because it doesn't look all that good. You know, it's an ultimate rare, it looks cool, but if you throw it back to like way back when the original OCG Ultimate came out, that thing looks phenomenal. I know because I have one. So I'm really I hope they do the right thing, you know, with this card, because there's so much they can do, so much they can really please the collectors and keep everybody's interest, like, in mind when they're actually creating and crafting this card, because there's, again, like what they've done with the recent OTS sets, which is one thing, you know, again, I'm going to show this card. So if you look at this original one, we're going to go back to the full screen here. If you look at this original one, you can see that they don't actually have any, there's no Ultimate Rare stamp on the actual Blue Eyes. It's only on the background. So I almost wonder what type of texture they're going to go with for the card. So this has those like cylindrical, like oval type shapes there on the background. So I really wonder what style they're going to go with for the Ultimate Rare. They're going to keep it like the ring shape, because that is something that's actually fairly popular with recent OTS Ultimate Rares. I won't be upset if it's a pretty much like an exact copy of the original one, because this card, again, in really clean shape, is about $800 to $1,000. That also leads me to the next question. Where do you think the price is going to fall with the OTS 28 Blue Eyes White Dragon? If the SM51, the original one all the way back from 2001, is already at $1,000, do you think it's going to be somewhere close to that price? I know I'm hoping that the price stays somewhere, like I would be happy around that $200, maybe $300 range. But for as many OTS packs that get opened, I have a feeling this is going to be cheaper. Like, I can't recall off the top of my head what the most expensive recent OTS Ultimate Rare was. I think maybe, like, Forbidden Droplet was really expensive when that came out, but that's also during the COVID boom, and then same thing with Infinite Impermanence. Those were like $300 to $400 at one point. But those are really playable cards. Now, again, Blue Eyes is becoming more popular in the meta because of the structure deck that came out, all the support that's coming out. I think it's Maze of Masters or it's Alliance Inside. I can't remember. There is a set that is coming out that has a lot of support for the Blue Eyes cards as well. So this might stay really expensive for a very long time. You know, we're going to go back and take a look at this Blue Eyes card because it does look nice. Like, it really does. If you look at, like, just the overall art of Blue Eyes White Dragon for the STK art, I'm so glad, so glad they didn't choose the LOB artwork, because that has been everybody's, like, least favorite, at least from what I've heard from collectors. Like, obviously the LOB art is nice because it's Legend of Blue Eyes, it has some nostalgia to it, but when you compare the arts that Blue Eyes has, you know, obviously the globe art, the jump art, this particular one with the original anime artwork, this by far is the most superior. It's what most people like to see. It's what was printed in the starter deck one. So that's why, like, I know that I am probably speaking for everybody in the community that we are all so happy they printed this one as an Ultimate Rare. You know, maybe one day later down the line, they'll print the Legend of Blue Eyes artwork in an Ultimate Rare. I don't know. Like, do you guys want to see that? What are your thoughts? Like, there's so many ways that this could go. You know, like, I'm so concerned that, you know, the price might be kind of crazy for this one, but at the same time, I think with how many of these packs that are opened, I think we're going to see somewhere around that. Maybe I'm going to say maybe $300, give or take, around there. Like, I don't foresee it going crazy and popping up like well over $400 to $500, especially because you have the Spell of Mask version. Like, if it's going to creep up to closer to $1,000, then I would almost just want to go buy the original Spell of Mask. This also makes me think, do you think the Spell of Mask Ultimate Rare is going to drop because this is coming out? So there's a lot of things that we can obviously discuss and talk about. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section when it comes to this topic, because this is a different one. You know, we've got the Exodia. We don't have Dark Magician yet. I'm staying hopeful that they're going to give us that, but this also opens up the door to other Ultimate Rares that they have printed in the past. So we've got Red Eyes, there's Dark Magician of Chaos, there's Blackluster Soldier. There's so many good ones. There's Dark Paladin. There's the two different versions of Blackluster Soldier. You have the Envoy of the Beginning and you have the Ritual version. Konami, if you ever watch this video, give us the Ritual version. Give us the Ritual version Ultimate Rare. One of the best looking artworks of all time. One of the best arts. If you give us the Dark Paladin Ultimate Rare, give us the Duel Master's Guide version, because everybody's favorite is that version. It is not the corrected art from Magician's Force. Does it look good? Yes, but that's not everybody's favorite. So I don't want to go off too much on a tangent, but I do like where they're going with printing the classic cards in these OTS packs. I think that's something they need to continue to do. Give the collectors one piece, you know, that we can collect, and then the other two cards, of the Ultimate Rares at least, can be cards that are going to be playable in the meta or something people can use in like rogue decks or things like that. But I do think this is a great thing that Konami's doing. It's going to open up the door again to those old school Ultimate Rares that they can give us from way back in the day. So I'm really excited. You know, I don't want this video to drag out forever. We're at like roughly 10 minutes of recording right now. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. What do you think that Do you think this is a good thing Konami's doing this? Do you think this is a bad thing that it could be potentially opening up the door to reprints in the future? I think it's going to hurt the market of the OCG side. For me, I'm looking forward to it. I know I'm probably going to try and collect a playset depending on what the price falls. Again, I don't know. It's all up to the community where it falls. I'm guessing around 300 to 400 maybe max. Ideally, I'm hoping for about $200, but you guys let me know what your thoughts are on this OTS set and everything else that's coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! I do have to give a massive shout out to my channel members, Sargoni YT, K-Dragon, Mark Donnelly, Cody Slater, Josh Evans, Michael P. Sutton, Lazy Dane, Evan Rudolph, Allison Snell, Will Breaks TCG, Ram22, Roland Pryor, Austin and Kayla, Ghost King TCG, Capiba, Derek Williams, King Louie, Toe Info Show, Battle Phase, and Opening Act. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I do hope you have a nice day. Hope you have a nice night. I will see you guys in the next one. This is CardBreaker. I'm out.